podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
BoxingVoice.com.
What broke him down? Was it just the body punches? When I was hitting him with body punches, and I heard him, actually he was crying in there. You're saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him? Yes. When did that happen? And perhaps the fourth round on?
BoxingVoice.com.
So that you knew you had him by that time? Absolutely, but I knew he was tough and taking those punches.
DBLC Productions.
Making women gestures like, oh.
Let's go, champ.
What up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. It is your second show of the day. If you haven't already, hit that notification bell to get notified every time we do go live twice a day, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern. Then we right back at it, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're here to talk about an East Coast fight, though. Danny Jacobs relocated to Atlanta, but he's originally from none other than Brooklyn. And then we got the young phenom, the new Puerto Rican star coming out of Brooklyn, relocated to Tampa, Edgar the Monster Berlanga. Rumors are circulating that this fight could happen. Man, we've been calling for this fight here on TBV for years. Like, I literally checked the archives. We thought this was going to happen June 10th, 2023. It hasn't. Again, these rumors circulating once again about this potential fight. It's a great fight for Edgar Berlanga, common opponent with Canelo, but a lot more details to give you. What up? I see you rocking out with us. Akron, Ohio zone, Troy King. What it do? No hellos. All right, well, Troy just...
What's good, baby? You know, we in the town. We in Oakland right now. We just walking around. I was just stopping, seeing the weed, man, down the street. He sell weed and mushrooms right here on the Grand. If you come to Oakland, my man Kev, he'll put you together. $5 ace. Smoke.
For sure, man. So, what you think, bro? Danny Jacobs, you know him for a while. Edgar Berlanga, the young, up-and-coming contender. His name continues to be mentioned with Canelo Alvarez. Jacobs is a common opponent with Alvarez, so, you know, we could learn something here. This is how Jaime Munguia got the fight, right? Jaime fought Ryder, common opponent with Canelo. He got the stoppage, and that really excited people. And look, he's got an opportunity.
I'm excited for that. That's a good fight, bro. Danny Jacobs and Edgar Berlanga. Edgar? Did I say his name right? Yeah, that's a good scrap, bro.
Yeah.
I'm with that. I want to see that because that's a live body. Danny Jacobs is at 68. Edgar Berlanga be punching. He's known. He's been dropped a couple times, but he be getting up. So, yeah, I'm going with Berlanga for the stoppage within 6 rounds. And then I'm looking for him to call out Canelo and Canelo to fight him in September and then fight David Benavidez after that.
All right, champ, you got a little bit of background noise there, so just mute up whenever you're not speaking. Yeah, man, I don't mind this fight. There's not a lot of options out there for Edgar. This is a former champion. You know, depending on how you look at Danny, he could be considered a 2-time champion. He had the IBF and a version of the WBA. Yeah, it's a decent fight. They're managed by the same manager. They're both managed by Keith Conley, who happens to manage, you know, I believe, Alicia Baumgartner and even Richardson Hitchens. So he's got a team that knows what they're doing and knows how to get good fights for their fighters. So hopefully they can do this. I don't mind this. New York City, Barclays Center, Puerto Rican Day Parade Week. Makes sense. They're going to have some competition as there's rumors that Xander Zayas will be on that Puerto Rican Day Parade Week. Now, if Sabril can't get a big enough fight to go home to, because he's been rumored to go back to Puerto Rico in June, but if you can't get a big enough fight, slap him on the undercard of Edgar, let the Puerto Ricans do their thing, and this way they can intermingle, co-promote, and come up together. I don't know that Edgar's going to like that, as, they not from the same city and things of that nature, but they still both Puerto Rican. It would add to the event. You can throw on Yankel Rivera, who is another Puerto Rican that Matchroom has. I like this card, man. I've been wanting this. It's time for Edgar to get him a former world champ. Nothing wrong with this guy. Jacobs is a credible opponent. He's been out the ring for a while. I'm going to double-check Jacobs' age. He's looking like he's right at 37 years old. So he's ripe for the taking. He's only been KO'd once, and that was, I'm pretty sure, by Gennady. So if Edgar can knock him out, his stock rises without a doubt. But Jacob hasn't been in the ring since the Ryder fight, which was February 2022. So legitimately more than 2 years out the ring already. But look, this is the news. Not a lot here to discuss other than whether you like the fight or not. Do you want it? Are you willing to watch it? Is this something that you like for Edgar Berlanga? Anything you want to add, Troy, before I go to the phone lines? Remember, Discord, Twitter Spaces available for anybody that wants to call in and voice their opinion on today's topic. We're talking Edgar Berlanga versus Daniel Jacobs, the potential of this fight, rumors circulating. And as far as I'm concerned, I want them to be true. I've always wanted this fight for Edgar.
Why you want this fight for Edgar? That's what I want to ask.
I mean, for those reasons. For the reasons that I've already said, they both from Brooklyn. They could do it in the Barclays Center. Financially, it makes sense. Daniel is the right age for Edgar. He's a former champ. It's the first former champ. Like, it's checking all the boxes. Are you going to get the naysayers that they're going to be like, oh, he been out the ring 2 years. Oh, he 37. Yeah, Jake Paul fighting a 58-year-old. You know what I mean? Like, Crawford is 37 when he fights whoever he fights. So don't listen to the bullshit and just do what you got to do. But I'm going to go ahead and open up the phone lines. If you want to call in, voice your opinion on today's subject, feel free. Discord, Twitter Spaces available. Let me go ahead and also put that link in the live chat for those that don't already have access to our Twitter and our Discord. Once again, hit that thumbs up button. The quicker we get to 500 likes, the quicker we can open up the live chat. Right now, it's live to members only. Salute to all the members. Keeping the lights on. Also, we got some new Kenichi Bears in. This is the black set, the very much more expensive, the newest set that they came out with. We got a few of these. We're going to be doing a giveaway every month. So it's still early in the month. We'll start it off. You know how it goes. $15 gets you in the raffle, and we raffling this out to anybody that wants them. Now, this is the black set, so it's got to be via Cash App because you know that YouTube takes the 30% raping your records. We ain't trying to do all that. We going out to Josh. What it do?
Yo, what's going on, Ness? Am I good?
Perfect.
All right, so I was one of those people when you took the words right out of my mouth when you said I pulled up the archives. Yeah, this would have been a good fight, like coming off the Ryder loss, because look where the Ryder win got Munguia. So, but I mean, it's to me it's too late. To me, it's too late. There's another 168-pounder on the zone who's not Munguia, who's not Pacheco, and he's ranked, and his name is Shishkin or something, right? He fights with on Salida's card coming up.
Yep.
Yo, why can't we get that? Why can't Edgar?
I mean, because his name ain't ringing bells like Danny Jacobs.
I know it. And a couple weeks ago, I was the same person saying Takagi. So maybe I can't be fucking picking and choosing right now.
Yeah, I mean,
But damn.
Shishkin really don't do it. Like, that's a waste of time. Like, that's another McCory. At least McCory, you knew you was going to beat. Like, Shishkin is a tougher fight and a lesser-known person. McCory at least brought a country with him.
Nah, that's a fact. Shits can fucking around and beat Edgar. Let me chill. All right, I mean, I guess I'll take Daniel Jacobs. 168 is a wasteland. It's not really nothing unless it's a big name. I'll take the Daniel Jacobs. Man, what has Utakagi or whatever his name is? What has he done? Like, has he fought recently?
Ustatsagi, I don't think that
Yeah,
he's
that
done
dude.
anything since then. I can double check where he's at, but
And Caleb Truax, he already lost. He lost on the prelims card on PBC not too long ago. I don't think he coming back. Man, 168 just ain't got nothing.
that's a
nothing.
name.
There's no.
That's another former champ. Ustatsagi has not fought since he lost to Shishkin in 2022, December 17th.
So that's just as bad as fucking
Jacobs. And that's what I'm saying. Jacobs is still a bigger name than Ustatsagi. Ustatsagi's only known for the fiasco with the Durrells and getting, knocked out to Plant or dropped by Plant.
Lonnie B too. Don't forget your boy Lonnie B. Come on, man.
I ain't forget Lonnie B. Lonnie B beat Ustatsagi too. I'm just saying.
Yeah, don't forget
Lonnie B almost 40, so I'm not trying to throw him in there with Edgar.
Shit, man. There ain't no former 160-pound champs. Like, damn.
Jamal. Like, Edgar was in negotiations with Jaime, and he said they lowballed him. Let's get Jamal Charlo in there with Edgar. That's perfect.
Hey, I seen pictures of Jamal back in camp. He might got that Caleb Plant contract or something.
Whatever he want to do. But the Berlanga fight is a fight that we would watch, I think.
Nah, that'd be good too, man. Shit, I guess I'm down for the Jacobs. Just give me a good undercard. When you said the Matias, that got me. Like, give me something. Give me something. Don't give me Yankel as a co-main and shit. And Andy Cruz.
Like I said, maybe they could do Matias if he can't get his own main event in Puerto Rico. And you got to throw Yankel on there, man, as the opener. That's a triple header.
But I'm saying not as the opener or something. Give me a championship.
Yeah, but that's a triple header. If you throw Yankel, you got a triple header.
Triple header.
Yeah, you got Yankel opens it. You got Matias co-main event. Edgar Jacobs the main. That's a triple header, bro. That's beautiful. But that was the bell. And they could probably do better. Look, again, Amanda didn't get to go out. Make the phone call to Jake. Jake, let's use your services. Let's get her out. Let's give her fans what they missed. They wasn't able to get her out. She was there. She cried.
Yeah, got to put Amanda on there.
Let's get her out. I mean, obviously it's a different promoter, so you might not could get it, but like you could try. You could try. I got LJ.
Yo,
what it do?
I'm feeling the fight. Just thinking from this standpoint, it is 100% alive. It's alive for sure. But I'm not mad at the fight because, like you said, for all the reasons you listed, it is a step up, and it is a somewhat of a name. We could kind of compare this to. I mean, I'm not saying Jacobs is nearly as good or as talented or whatever, but we can kind of compare this to when Canelo fought Shane Mosley.
Okay.
Shane Mosley was coming off.
I think honestly, isn't
Shane Mosley was coming off a loss and a year layoff.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. I think maybe Jacobs, but like who he had. What was his last win before that? Because I think maybe Jacobs is in a better place than a Mosley at this point.
Yeah, I would agree too. But just on the standpoint of just like it's alive, it's a name, and it's a former champ, and it's a step up.
Yeah, I like the name. I like the name for sure. It's perfect to keep getting him, because now he goes from either the theater to the main room in Madison Square Garden, or he goes all the way to, Barclay and fill it up, 15,000, 16,000 with Jacobs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's playing on the old Canelo opponent.
Yeah.
If he knocks him out.
Common opponent, man.
I knocked him out.
You need that.
Knock him out. Yeah, so all the things it makes sense as a fight. As long as it's a free fight with the DAZN, it's it makes sense, and I'm not mad at it. It's a good step up for Berlanga. But yeah, that's all I got. Appreciate you. Go.
All right. Lowe's Nose Boxing.
What's good with my man Low?
He about to jump in.
Yo.
What it do?
Yo, you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Good, man. I finally figured out this Twitter Spaces, man. Pardon me for being a dinosaur with technology.
It's all good.
So
What up with you?
Berlanga versus
Danny
Berlanga
Jacobs.
fighting Danny Jacobs.
That's the rumor circulating.
That's a dangerous fight. If Danny Jacobs is 100% focused, Danny Jacobs could win that fight. But I did see some improvement with Berlanga from his last fight. He looked better. His defense got better. That's a good fight. That's perfect for New York. That could be his Zab Judah. That could be his Zab Judah, like when Cotto fought Zab Judah, who was a black slick fighter from Brooklyn.
How was Cotto though? How was Cotto? I mean, no. How was Judah at the time? Because Jacobs is 37 today.
Judah was younger than Jacobs. Judah was coming off of he came off the Floyd loss, and he probably had like a tune-up in between before he fought Miguel Cotto. So I could say Zab Judah was more of a live dog than Danny Jacobs, and of course Miguel Cotto is a billion levels higher than Edgar Berlanga, all due respect. But it's a dangerous fight because Berlanga hasn't beaten anybody on that level, so it's a fight he could lose. But if Berlanga were to win and stop Danny Jacobs, then we could talk about a Canelo fight. Because a lot of people are going to say, oh, Canelo couldn't stop Danny Jacobs. The casuals don't know no better. In reality, that wasn't the same Danny Jacobs that Berlanga is going to fight. And Danny Jacobs did get beat by John Ryder, and he got beat he was supposed to lose that fight to Gabe Rosado. So I like Berlanga's chances, but it's a dangerous fight. He got to come in serious. He got to keep that camp in Puerto Rico or keep that camp in Orlando. Don't come over here and train with Fat Joe. Stay doing what he did last time. He might win.
He relocated. He relocated to Tampa. He's back with his old trainer that had him getting all the 16 knockouts and that trained him in the amateurs. So he's back with him, with Marcos. I don't want to fuck up his last name, but it might be Farrat.
Everybody says he was a better boxer than the amateurs.
Yeah, well, he was more of a mover. You know what I'm saying?
He showed it. The last fight, the first few rounds where he was just keeping his distance, he showed some improvement. He didn't look great, but he looked better than he looked the best. That was his best performance for me. So Danny Jacobs hasn't fought in a while. He's older. Why not take the chance?
If not Jacobs, who would you like? Because I think it's time for him to get a former world champ on the resume. Like, you can't just wait around for Canelo. Get some names on there. Like, Jaime took a belt from an active champ. Fucking Benavidez won 2 vacant belts. Like, they doing more than him, so he's got to do something.
Well, the other name I have is not a former champion, but he's a name, and it'll be a good fight. Gabe Rosado.
Yeah, we've been waiting for that though. It's like they don't want to do that fight. I don't know who's trying to get too much money out of it, but it's like, I don't know.
Well, 168. Who you got? You got Terrell.
I remember my sources told me that Top Rank when he was with Top Rank, they were saying that they did not want to pay Gabe Rosado $250,000 to do that fight. I don't know what Gabe think that fight is worth now. But back then, they did not want to pay $250,000.
But the thing with Gabe Rosado, he hasn't won a fight in a while. So even if Berlanga were to beat him, which is a tough fight, they're going to say, oh, Gabe doesn't really got a winning record. He hasn't fought in a while. So I think for him to gain more respect, it will be the Danny Jacobs route, because Danny Jacobs is a former champion. He hasn't been stopped since he got knocked out by that European dude a long time ago. Danny Jacobs is the best option. 168 don't really got too many guys. All the other guys with names there, they're too dangerous. David Morrell, he's not beating him. He's not beating Benavidez. He's not beating Caleb Plant. He's not beating Demetrius Andre. He's not beating Charlo. Maybe you can put him in with that guy that fought
I think
The guy that
Berlanga can beat Demetrius Andre. I think the Berlanga can beat Demetrius Andre, bro. I really do.
hell no. No way. Only way he beats him if his Andre is damaged, if he's really damaged from that Benavidez fight, that's the only way.
He been damaged.
Damn, been damaged. What fight damaged him, Troy?
It's not the fight that damaged him. It's his lack of being busy in the gym and staying and keep fighting.
Okay.
Like I could see his style has regressed over the years, and that's all I'm saying.
Them first couple rounds, Troy, you gotta admit, he looked good as fuck. I was happy.
He did. He looked in good shape too.
I knew he was gonna do that. He just blew his wad, so wouldn't nobody say he wasn't trying. Like, man, it's a 12-round fight. I would rather for him to try to box and do what he normally
I don't
do.
think he blew. I mean, obviously he blew his wad, but I don't think he knew he was gonna blow his wad. I think what he was trying to do was more like, nobody's ever pushed the bully. Let me go at the bully. Sometimes,
you know what, maybe
sometimes that's what trainers tell you. You know what I'm saying? Bully the bully and shit.
You know what? Maybe punch drunk, not punch drunk. Rum punch. I call him rum punch. Whatever. Rum punch Charlo. Maybe this version of Charlo might be something that Berlanga can handle.
That's what I said.
Charlo,
that's what I would love Charlo right now.
Charlo's talking with Benavidez, bro. And Crawford,
that's a different style though. That, like, I think Charlo just struggles with Mexicans, even though he beats them and he beats them wide. They still like swell his face up. They give him issues. They hit him more than regular people. Like, he fought two Mexicans.
He doesn't have any defense.
He fought. We talking about Charlo, Jamal.
Yeah, he don't have no defense. He don't move his head.
And that's why Berlanga got a good chance. Because Berlanga has a similar Mexican type of style. You know, come forward, high guard, goes to the body. Nice.
Berlanga's not Mexican, bro. He don't throw enough punches to be considered Mexican. You kidding me?
Yeah, you're right about that.
Montiel and Benavidez pushed Charlo. In spots, Benavidez did, but Montiel for sure.
Berlanga still got a good chance with this version of Charlo still. He got a good chance with this version of Charlo.
Yeah. I like it. But listen, let me get to some other callers. Lowe's, Nose, Boxing. But look forward to you joining the panel on Friday, champ. You already know. Happy you figured it out. We got Tim Boski. I mean, y'all saying y'all don't see him beating Berlanga in terms of, Berlanga beating Andre, but keep in mind that Berlanga's a big dude, bro. Like, I swear to God.
That's what I'm saying.
My 6'5", he makes my 6'5", with his 6'4", he makes my 6'5" look small, bro. Like, I promise you.
He's 6'4", bro.
Yeah, well,
I know he was that tall.
He gotta be like 6'4". There's no way he not. That shit is a listen. That's a lie. Like, that shit is a lie. That shit says 6'1". I don't believe that. That motherfucker's big, bro. I don't believe he's 6'1". Get the fuck out of here. I'm about to look where McCory was and get some pictures side by side. McCory is also 6'1". Hell no, he can't be just 6'1". That motherfucker big. I just seen him again at Pro Box. He big, bro. This guy never connects, poor man. Tim. Yo. All right, we're going to Cliff in Connecticut.
Yeah, it ain't my fault that Twitter don't be working. Shit.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about Tim never connects. This the first time I went to you, homie. You heard?
My bad, baby. Yo, yeah. I'm here. I had to cut off the Bluetooth so the quality is the way you like it. Boxing Voice certified.
Let's go.
So to me, like this fight, this setup is just like this is 101 boxing. This is the blueprint. Like. This is how y'all set up.
You build. This is how you build the fighter.
But according to who? Like according to the promoters, according to the way boxing does business.
Yeah, to the way boxing does business, but also according to us fans. Like, again, you need a name. You need them names on your resume to get people to care about you. If you ain't fought nobody, Like he can't. Like imagine him fighting David Morrell right now. That fight's not big. Nobody knows them. He's the big name in that equation. He got to keep fighting names. I get that's not what y'all like, but if you want to get to a certain, level in terms of fame and big fights, you need that social media presence, man.
But you're just, I don't mind the fight because this is how the business works. But you're brainwashed from being a boxing hardcore for 15, 20, 30, 40, however many years you've been, because the UFC don't do it like this. And this is the problem. Now, why wouldn't it be better for him to fight? One of the young fighters that's on level.
Money to do it like this.
Yeah, but name it. Name the fighter. Name who he should be fighting.
Charlo would be good. Would be great. Gabe would have been good. Even Munguia. All of those would be good. But
we just mentioned all those names, and Munguia is busy.
Let me give you. Yeah, he is busy. Definitely. But let me give you an example. Why can't two young fighters fight right when they're young?
But don't say just young fighters. Let's stay to the topic and say why can't Berlanga fight?
Because I don't know too many people in that division to give you great examples, but I can give you like a hypothetical in another division that I know better. But so basically, like, why couldn't Kid Austin and Abdullah fight now, right? They fight now. One of them catch a loss. 5, 7, 6 years from now, they both become champions and they fight again. Why do we have to wait 8 years from now for them to?
Because they teams don't want to derail them. They teams don't want to derail them. Again,
because this sport is in a way where you can't get a loss, and that's what we need to shatter that.
Brainwashed, and maybe you're right. Boxing as a whole is brainwashed. Managers, promoters, so they guide their fighter in a manner that makes them appealing without putting them in too much danger, so that they can get the big fight. Because it's okay to lose to the best fighter in the big fight.
Yeah, late in your career, one time. Like, it's weird. I respect the fight, but the game, the structure of this sport is not right.
But again, you haven't mentioned the fighter that he should be fighting. Outside of the names we've already mentioned.
Fight Pacheco, and then y'all could still turn around, be champions 4 or 5 years from now. And
I don't think he has any problem fighting Pacheco. I just literally, I like to do research. I literally just watched the DAZN boxing show that's a little bit old. It was before the McCory fight, and they played the name association game, and they was like Pacheco. His first and only word was knockout. So it's more about Eddie. He also mentioned that after McCory, he only got one fight with Eddie. So if Eddie want Pacheco, he got to pay for it. And by that, I don't mean a lot of money. I'm just saying those are both his fighters. So Eddie got to decide, is there more upside in Pacheco or is there more upside in Berlanga? If there's more upside in Pacheco, you pay Berlanga what he wants to get the name on Pacheco's resume. If there's more upside in Berlanga, you give him Pacheco and you re-sign him. I seen you muted yourself. I thought you was done, so I'll get you back in, though.
What people need to realize is you gotta have champions with names on your resume.
Cliff, I invited you. Nah, I hear you. That's how it is, man. That's why Canelo fought Mosley when he fought him. Rider of the Storm, $5. In my opinion, only way I see Andre winning is if he jumps on his bike all night long versus Berlanga. Charlo and Jacobs are too inactive to beat Berlanga. Wow. Salute to you, champ. He thinks he beats all three of them. Wow. Fucking shout out. Malcolm, $2.
Who Berlanga beats all three of who?
I mean, I'm just happy to see someone say something. I've never seen someone say something like that. He could beat 3 fighters. He could beat Andre, Charlo, and Jacobs. Imagine he got those 3 names. His resume be looking sweet.
He definitely could, bro. Dude got size on him.
And I'm not saying he can't. I'm just saying I haven't heard anyone call in and say that ever. This is the first time someone paid to say that. That's sweet. He's growing. Berlanga's growing. I never heard no one say nothing like that. Timboski. Timboski.
Boski, where you at, baby?
Okay, we hear you.
Yo.
We hear you.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Yo.
Carlos, let Tim go and I'm going to get to you.
All right.
Yeah, man. Salute, man. Salute, man. Hey, I appreciate you, Ness. I appreciate you, man. On the TBV, the real boxing fans in the community. You know that we're the ESPN, we're the HBO in this motherfucker. So now we got, well, allegedly we will have Edgar Berlanga and Danny Jacobs. You know what I'm saying to you? Danny, the Miracle Man Jacobs. He's coming off a 2-year layoff. You know, his work at 168 is still yet to be proven to me, in my opinion. He is a proven name. I like that. I do like this fight for. I like this fight for Berlanga. You know what I'm saying to you? This seems like a layup. He's two. What is he? Two. I think he's had 3 fights at 168. He's what? He's 2-1. The close loss to John Ryder.
Jacobs.
The close loss to. Yeah. Jacobs.
Yeah,
he's 2-1 in this.
2-1 in the division.
Yeah. Yes, the close.
And
the
one
close
of
loss
those
to
wins is Julio Cesar Chavez, and one is Rosado, who Berlanga wants to fight. Not once,
listen,
but
Berlanga,
he says his fans
Berlanga's
keep
got the
asking
right blueprint
about it.
But you see, Berlanga, what I like about Edgar is that he seems to have the right blueprint with Fat Joe, Terror Squad. You understand? He's got the New York residents, the Boricua, the Borican fans are liking towards Berlanga, knockout artists. Those 16 KOs in the first round in a row, very impressive to me, in my opinion. You get me? So I can see why he wants to fight Gabe Rosado. You get me? That'll be an interesting bout for Berlanga. I want to see him hone his skills. I want to see him work on his footwork. I want to see him work on his punch placement. I want to see him work on his ring report. I want to see what he's been doing in the gym. You know what I'm saying to you? If you learning how to cut off the ring better, learning how to, trap certain opponents in certain places that he can be beneficial from. You understand what I'm saying to you? Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. was an interesting fight for someone like Danny Jacobs. He was out of shape. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. was out of shape. He didn't make weight, but he still got the job done. Made him quit in his corner. You know what I'm saying? So that was a decent win for Danny Jacobs. Common opponents with Canelo Alvarez. It's going to be interesting. I want to see how what's left of Danny Jacobs. I want to see if his legs are in shape still. We know he got knocked out by P-Dog, Dimitri P-Dog. I know people are not going to be very familiar with guys
but that was years
Dimitri
ago,
P-Dog.
man. Come on.
Yeah, I know. That was years ago.
Since then, he fought Canelo and Gennady, showed that his chin isn't, the fact that you bring that up now, but the fact that he brings that up, like, now I have to remind people he lost his grandmother that same week on fight week. He found out the next week he had cancer. Maybe when he got knocked out, he was weakened by the cancer growing on his back.
I understand.
Because
I understand.
after that, I just want context, because after he got the cancer removed, he fought Gennady, and that knockdown, people say it was a trip, even though it was ruled a knockdown, and he fought Canelo. So I think a chin he has. I'm sure. One second, this. No. I'm sure he has a granite chin from that juncture. I was just mentioning that his career I was just seeing the holes that he's had in his career, because he's had some great upsides. You know what I'm saying to you? We're not forgetting about the great knockout win in the 12th round against Caleb Truax. You get me? We saw what he did against Sergio, the former champion Sergio Mora. We saw what he did to the undefeated Peter Quillen, first round knockout. That was amazing to me. And then we saw him dispatch of Mora once again. You know what I'm saying to you? He defeated. He's taken multiple O's. Yeah, he did have to rematch Mora though, and didn't he get dropped like twice in that fight?
Yeah.
No. He destroyed Mora. He destroyed Mora.
He ain't get dropped in none of them fights. He ain't get dropped in none of the Mora fights. You wilding right now, bro.
No, he did.
He did.
He did in the first one.
No, he did. He did. I admit that he did. But then I'm just saying to you, there's multiple great wins for him in his resume. I like Danny Jacobs. He's a great solid fighter. It's a great name for Berlanga's resume. You understand what I'm saying to you? It's gonna be. I want to see what experience he's gonna garner from this bout if it does come to fruition. You know what I'm saying to you? So yeah, man, I appreciate you, Ness. I appreciate you, King Amino Essex. You know what I'm saying to you? Salute to the boxing fans, and don't let your past haunt you, man. We want to keep boxing alive. Great fireworks in this motherfucker, man. Please, salute, man.
All right, Tim. Carlos, talk to me.
Oh man, I think this is a great fight for Berlanga. But call me crazy, man. But they call him the Miracle Man. I remember him kind of. I think he beat Triple G. He's the only fighter who fought both of them in their prime, and I think he could catch him slipping, man. I think DJ got it, man. I mean, of course he's gonna have 2 years off, but I don't think Berlanga's that polished for him to like completely outschool him. So man, I'm kind of rooting for DJ, and if they have that guy Matthias on there, shit, I wouldn't mind paying for that. That'll be a hell of a card.
Now the Matthias part, that's just us wishing. That has nothing to do with the rumors.
But closed mouths don't get fed. You say some shit, maybe it'll come up, you know? Puerto Rican Day Parade, that's dope, man. Yeah, the Madison Square, all that good stuff. You know, Cotto's Zuda, was it Judah? Was it Zuda? What was his name again? Zab Judah?
Yep.
You know, it kind of got that vibe to it, man. Why not? You know, I think it's dope, man. And as stacked as the 168 division is, you know, if Danny Jacobs, you know, upset, you know, he can make another run for a couple mil for the bank account, you know, before he hangs it up. Fuck it, why not? Yeah, I like the fight. Yeah.
Me too, champ.
I like the fight.
Me too.
All right, step.
Where would you want it? Barclays or Madison Square Garden to keep it traditional with Puerto Rican fights in New York?
Gotta do it at the Garden, baby.
Yeah, I'm a West Coast dude. I look at them both kind of the same. Keep it real, but yeah, let's do it for the old style tradition. Gordon, fuck it.
All right. Yeah, I think
I'll be there.
All right. I think I want it in Brooklyn. I mean, Jacobs had a deal with Brooklyn, Barclays Center. It could be Battle of Brooklyn. I mean, fuck.
Yeah.
It's I don't know.
It so many ways.
I thought Berlanga from the Bronx. He from Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Brooklyn.
And it preaches to the hardcore and the casual, because I'm telling you, man, just DJ had it. You know.
Word. That's what I'm saying. When what was it? Cliff called and he's like, why? And is that's why? Because Jacob still is a name. Like, and he got bigger, you know, for whoever. Because I know Jacobs from boxing, but like he dated Angela Simmons. Who knows? I'm not saying he gained 1 million followers. I'm saying who knows what following he picked up along the way. It's a decent name. We got Spider Rico. No Spider Rico. We got JXV88. 168-pound division is lit. I'm so happy the Nello PBC deal is void, and they finally added a 168-pounder fighter. More fighters need to fight their contemporaries.
Hey, what's up, Doc? Can you hear me?
You sound muffled, though, champ.
Oh, muffled.
Yeah, you might need to send them 15. We raffling off this new black set of Kenichi Bears, but the black set, you know they come with that attachable, detachable mic, so when you running and you calling in, it sounds better. You sound like you got a scarf wrapped around your phone.
All right, damn. All right, then I'll call back another day.
Nah,
Peace.
man, nah, man. Just power through it, man. Power through it, man.
You be on your soundtrack.
Damn, what are you on? You don't sound this bad normally.
I know I'm here in the field. You got soldiers out here, nothing. I'm out here in the field doing my calisthenics.
It ain't gonna work. You sounding not bueno. But we got Brandon. What you mean it ain't working on Twitter, pound for pound?
Can you hear me?
Brandon's on Twitter right now. Yeah, we hear you.
Yo, what up?
Oh, what up, Brandon?
I I'm literally wearing headphones. Hold on, something's happening. All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. For Edgar Berlanga, he I don't think I want Edgar Berlanga and Daniel Jacobs. I think I want Edgar Berlanga versus somebody more challenging, and possibly somebody in his division that he can acclimate to and sort of fight a little bit harder. Maybe can match up with him because he's a pretty strong dude, very muscular, can hit hard. So it would definitely be a very beneficial thing for him to match up with somebody other than Daniel Jacobs. Not saying Daniel Jacobs is a bad fighter, but he needs a really better fighter because Edgar Berlanga is a really good fighter and he'll win against Daniel Jacobs. So these one-sided fights are a little bit worrisome, definitely concerning. The most thing you could say is concerning because most people want to watch fights that are competitive. One-sided fights, they're good for highlight reels and maybe memes and stuff along those lines. But with like competitive, heated fights that spark up different controversies of who could have won when the rounds are like 7-5 and they're close rounds, like split decision types of matches. Those are those interesting matches everybody wants to see. So I'm just hoping that they match him up with somebody that is more on his level rather than Edgar Berlanga going to win this easily. He's going to breeze through it. Similar to the AJ Ganu fight, one hit knockout, enjoyable at some points. But I really want to see something better for somebody like Edgar Berlanga, who's already proven himself to be a stellar fighter many times before. Needs a better challenger. That's all I'll say about that. There's definitely a concern with these one-sided fights and who people are matching these guys up with. So that's about all I'll say.
All right.
Thanks for having me on.
If you're watching this,
Man, he was hard to please. Sheesh. You can't please some of these folks.
If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you can get notified every time we go live. I'm also trying to get to that next goal of 194,000. Right now we're on 193,778. So if you haven't subscribed, do so. Drew, what it do?
Yo, I'm audio.
Straight.
I think I like this fight. You know why? Because it's the narrative like we've been talking. Who does Danny Jacobs have a common opponent with if Berlanga fights him?
Canelo, Triple G too.
And Triple G, and if Edgar Berlanga is the first guy to stop Danny Jacobs,
second guy.
At 168.
Oh yeah,
no, at 168. I mean,
for sure.
If he's the first guy to stop him at 168, what does that mean?
Statement made.
Statement made. And who's got a one-fight deal with PBC?
Oh, Canelo.
Canelo. So what does that line
Berlanga,
for September?
If Berlanga takes this fight, that's his last fight with Matchroom. He only got this fight left.
Mm-hmm. That's true too. So it'll be, but either way, it's both of them free for September, right?
Oh yeah.
You see the play, and we're smart enough to recognize it. Do I like it? I see where they're going for. It is a step up for Berlanga, though.
It is. It's a former world champ. We need that.
It's a former world champ. It's another New Yorker.
And depending who depending who you are, is a two-time champ. He had the IBF and the WBA regular. When he fought Gennady, they both had WBAs.
And this will be Berlanga's first champion, right?
First champion, bro.
Exactly. So
he needs it. That's what I'm saying.
He does. By this era standard, it's a legit step up for him, even though it's an older Danny out of his prime. So it's just a name, and it's just I can stop the guy that tripled. If I can go in there like I stopped the motherfucker Triple G and Canelo couldn't stop. What's up? So you see the it's all pure narrative around. There's more for Berlanga after the fight than the actual fight. So he got to stop him. he can't go in there in a 12-round war with him, right?
I mean, he's a young kid. I think Danny is tough. He didn't get stopped by Gennady or Canelo. And Ishe was a guy that never got stopped, and it took Lubin. Ishe was past his 40s, I think, when Lubin finally stopped him.
And they're talking about June for this fight. So okay, it's a quick turnaround for Edgar. It is a
No, I don't.
significant step
No.
up.
I would hope June. You know what I'm saying? So far, nothing.
Okay. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It's a significant step up for Berlanga, and we'll see what happens. He got to stop this man. Like if he stops him and makes a statement, Suleiman's gonna be in here like, bro, the fever from the weapons are gonna be like, nah, he ready for Canelo. It's coming, Ness.
Word.
He gonna be Terror Squad gonna be out there. They're gonna be leaning back, all that shit. So I like the fight in that sense where I see where it's leading to. He's not waiting around, but that's my call.
All right. Yeah, I mean that's a good fight to make for him. We got Matt Bent, daily dose of Tank Quill. Boxing's Messiah returns. Summer belongs to Tank. $2 super chat. We got James in Atlanta. What up?
Yo, Ness, you hear me?
Perfect.
Yo, who up there with you, man? You said Amin and Troy?
Nah, Solo Dolo, Scarface, no Manolo.
Solo Dolo? Okay. Man, I mean, be honest with you, man, this is a good fight, man. He do need a former champion. Shout out to Drew, man. His calls are always entertaining. I agree with him in that aspect, but Ness, man, let's be for real, though, man. Berlanga's a hard puncher. This dude just barely made it through life-threatening bone cancer, bro. Berlanga gonna break his bones, dog. Like, you sure NYC want to see this shit? This shit gonna be bad for him, man.
I think it's a great fight to make. I mean, there's not many people Berlanga could fight.
I mean, you're right, man. I mean, Danny Jacobs is more relevant than some of the other hypothetical opponents, man, like Dave Morrell.
I mean, Jacobs has had a relationship with Matchroom in the past.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
So it makes sense, the common opponents, but Berlanga's coming off a spectacular win. So I would say if I was Berlanga's team, I would just sit down till September.
What
and
the fuck? No.
I would, man. I would just be in the lab working on shit. I'll be in the lab working on shit. I'm serious as shit, man. I'll just be in the lab working on shit. I mean, bro, man, Berlanga's already good. He already good on the bread. Ain't like he really need the bread.
Nah, but
he
you don't want to sit
bread.
out. You don't want to sit out. You could get him in there. You could get him in there with Beck, the bully, the guy that knocked out Rosado, or the guy that Beck just fought. Beck just fought Alantez Fox. That's not a bad name. That's a guy that's been in there.
I'm be respectful. I fought with Michael Fox, man. But Alantez don't need to be taking these dangerous fights, man, and getting beat up on, bro. He needs to stay the fuck away from Berlanga, man. That's just real shit. Fuck. Who couldn't he fight, man? I mean, honestly, man, this is a good fight, man. Other than that, man, did you catch that show I told you about? Did you watch The Furies? Did you watch some of it or not?
What show?
The Furies on Netflix.
Hell no, I ain't watched that shit. Tyson Fury shit?
Nah, nigga, the Furies, man. The French, it was like the French mafia type shit like that,
yes. Where the woman is the killer. Yeah, hell yeah, I watched that shit.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on that shit, man?
Nah, that shit's right. Good, I like that shit. That was
cool.
good.
What episode you on? You watched the whole thing?
I think I'm done. Yeah, I think I'm done.
Okay, cause it's a quick 8 episodes and shit. Hey, community, man, if y'all ain't check that out, man, watch The Furies on Netflix. And also, man, get y'all Terror Squad chains ready, man. Berlanga's ready for all the smoke. Holla at you, the community. I'm out.
All right. He said get the Terror Squad chains ready. Who next? We got H-Town.
What up, Ness? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Man, I think it's a good fight for Berlanga, man. People, in my eyes, Berlanga's viewed as too high of a skilled fighter. He's still, to me, he's still green. I like to see him and Jake Paul fight. People call me crazy. But I give Jake Paul and their 2 fights. I like to see him and Berlanga go at it in March next year.
I mean, they're in different divisions. I don't think Jake could get down, and Berlanga would have to go up. We don't know what his power move up. I'm sure he would take it for the payday. That's a big payday, but I don't think Jake Paul taking that. Jake Paul ain't fighting nobody with that type of power.
You don't think I think he can make it down to 75.
Maybe, but
Jake's a big boy.
I don't. Again, why would Jake drop 25 pounds to fight a power puncher?
Oh, well, it's 14 pounds. But
I mean, ain't he at cruiserweight?
No, man. He's at 199.
I'm doing 200, 175, man. But I hear you.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, it is what it is. Berlanga's a star coming up. He's still gonna get some of these kind of fights under his belt. Get some names that been coming up off the couch. It's boxing, baby. Why people acting surprised? Let the man make his money. Let him get them KOs. Hopefully, he don't slip up and get knocked out. Because
Jacobs can punch.
He's dangerous, man. People want to sleep on him, but he's dangerous.
Yeah, no, and that's the last thing to go is your power. You know what I mean? So he can punch.
Exactly. So if Berlanga getting acting crazy the first 2 rounds, he might get caught up. But it's a good fight, man. The whole thing about this, man, I still got people talking about the Vargas fight that Ball won. Many people are crazy, man. Because when do we allow wrestling in boxing, man?
I don't
That's
know
crazy.
Ball won. Yeah, Ball won the wrestling match and he won the cheating contest.
Well, I mean, how the hell everybody goes, that was Floyd? Everybody be fucking going crazy right now.
That's what the fuck he won. Bro, listen. Bro, that shit was horrible. That was dirty as fuck.
Horrible.
Was it worse than the fight where Abedeko was getting hit in the balls and then Murrow was the ref? Remember when he kept getting hit by, I think it was Morris or somebody? Was it worse than that?
Go watch the Andre Ward fight. Andre Ward fight, I mean. Ball specialist.
Nah, that shit was I don't know. Let's see what Raymond Ford do with him, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully Raymond Ford don't let him get that dirty. They got to prepare for that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, Raymond Ford got work. I like him, bro. He's a good
fighter. Raymond's a new dog. All right, man. Peace out, man, from Houston.
All right, champ. We got Baby
What's
Joker.
the name of that mic you got? You got to hit me with a DM. Pause. I need that. Pause.
You gonna need a mixer to use this, though.
Can you guys hear me?
We hear you.
Yo, shout out, bro. It's fight week, Like I like to say, it's Mexican got on boots. We got William Cepeda.
Today's Monday. We don't start fight week till Tuesday.
We got
Not
William
even
it's
big fights.
It's a Thursday night fight, though, bro. It's a Thursday night fight.
Not even big fights. They do fight arrivals on Tuesdays. But you're right. You're right. Thursday night fight. I guess you should start early. But I felt like, you got to give AJ his respect. Monday.
No, yeah. That card, bro, I loved it. Joseph Parker. I'd love to see him fight Daniel Dubois. I love that. I got Dubois beating him too, bro. He's stopping that. What is he on a 5-6 fucking win streak? Putting an end to that bitch if they fight. Berlanga and fucking what's his name? The Miracle Man. I like it, bro. I think Berlanga stops him, which I don't want to see it because that's gonna put him right there for Canelo in September. Like I said, bro, what did Munguia do? He stopped the dude. He was a common opponent with Canelo, which kind of sucks because David didn't do it with Plant. You can't be nicknamed the monster and go 12 rounds with the guy that just got stopped by Canelo. That shit don't make sense to the casuals.
Great point.
It doesn't make sense to the casuals, which sucks. What else is gonna talk about, bro? Oh yeah, the Berlanga. I like it. Give it to me. Let's see it. Let's watch it. Let's see if he's really like that, bro. I mean, Daniel hasn't fought. Well, in the last 4 years, he's only had 2 fights. Didn't he have a controversial split decision win over Gabe Rosado? And then, bro, he
And then he beat
had
Chavez. He beat Chavez and Rosado by controversially, and then he had the controversial loss to Ryder as well.
Yeah, but I mean, he has no. The Daniel Jacobs that fought Triple G would have beat the fuck out of Ryder. This dude had no business looking to have a fight that close with John Ryder, bro.
Bro,
Like, I'm sorry to
Ryder
say
obviously
it.
showed that he's better than people thought, bro.
Yeah,
No,
Ryder
for
is like
sure.
a Derevyanchenko. Like, why do people keep talking about dude? Canelo said he was a solid man.
Hey, and on these fighters, bro, it kind of sucks because I wish David was fighting the Sergeys, the Writers, and the motherfucking Daniel Jacobs
I
instead
don't
of
know.
the Chiron
Sergey?
Davises, the
What's
Ronald
Sergey?
Dennis. Hey, but it's better than Ronald
Sergey
Dennis, Chiron
Derevyanchenko.
Davis, bro. It's better than that.
Yeah, nah, for sure. But I don't think that those guys would accept a fight with David. But okay, I mean, maybe you're right. I don't know.
Yeah, bro.
Derevyanchenko at 54. I mean, he did well with Jaime, but at this point, I think it's too late for David to fight that guy.
No, now it is. Oh well, with this Vosdick, it's a common opponent with Mr. Better Beef. So if he doesn't get the Canelo fight, fuck it, man. Start fucking taking off the heads at 75. Get a yard fight after that.
Yo, you know I watched the Bob Marley movie, right? And this is on not on topic, but on more your topic. I watched the Bob Marley movie and he wasn't hated, bro. He had his father was white. So immediately when it got to that part of the movie and he was like, I think the doctor asked him like, is it hereditary? And he's like, oh, I don't know, my father, he's a white man. I thought of you, and I'm like,
Why
look,
me?
no, I know you're gonna, I know you're gonna think it's a joke, but I'm dead serious. I thought of you, and I'm like, look at this dude. Right now to this day, there's no dude bigger to come out of Jamaica. Like, there's literally no one bigger than Bob Marley to come out of Jamaica. It don't even matter. It don't even matter what they do. Like, my man's bigger than everything. He's bigger than Jamaica, and he was half white. While you and many other people have that whole he's not pure enough shit.
Yeah, okay. To that point, where did Bob Marley live, bro?
Oh man. So okay, so for you is where you live at. No, I get it. No, I just want I brought it up to understand because I'm like, damn, look at this guy who is loved and adored. And he's only technically on your logic, he's half, but he's loved and adored. He's an icon.
First of all, ain't no such thing as half chocolate milk. That's the law. There's no such thing as mix.
The thing is, where are you born?
He said his father's white. But that was dope. That was pretty funny because you're right, But I mean, if you don't put a lot of chocolate, it's still light skin.
Hey, shout out to
still black, bro. Ness, you black.
No, I'm just saying the milk, like the actual milk. If you don't put too much chocolate,
it still ain't white though. Light skin,
it might not be considered chocolate. Man. It could be like beige milk.
I not
hey
black,
Ness,
yo,
on your morning topic, bro. I am not against the AJ Wilder fight. I want to see it. These are the heavyweights. All it takes is one punch, bro. And like you like to say,
as long as it's not rum punch.
Hey, like you said, the last thing that goes is the power, and ain't nobody cracking harder than motherfucking Wilder. I'd love to see Wilder.
Does he still got that power though, bro? Like, he can't even hit Joseph, or did he hit Joseph and it not hurt? What was it?
We ain't gonna know until we see it, bro. I'd rather see it and find out watching it than speculating the rest of my motherfucking life.
Nah, I'm with you, man. I'd rather see it than have just a random Wilder fight. Like, just give me that fight already. Let him make 20, 30 million and ride off. If he wins, let him keep going.
Yep. That's all I got for today, Ness. Have a good one, bro.
Nah, you the man. Appreciate you as always. Bo Rogers, what up?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What's up, which? Yeah, Berlanga and Jacob, that's a decent fight. Find out where Berlanga at. If he can't beat Jacob now, then he ain't no good. He should get rid of him. Jacobs, Jacobs could do something if he try. but he don't ever try for me. He don't like he'll fight a little bit, but then like he just be. I just ain't never been crazy about Danny Jacobs, but he all right fighter. You know, he could be the average guy, but he ain't ain't nothing special about him. But Berlanga should be able to beat him, but it's time for Berlanga to get in there though with some other young guys like Cliff was saying, or get in there with Caleb Plant or somebody like that. Can't what they gonna do? Wait for him to have 50, about 45 fights before we really look at him like Zordo? I don't want to do that with him. And as far as AJ and that Dongo go, I ain't never called in on it. AJ did what he's supposed to do to him. Dongo, he didn't deserve that. He shouldn't have never been in there with AJ. And I think the next fight should be AJ and Joseph Parker. I think they should bring it back since Joseph Parker, but he's still, Joseph Parker still like he just outworked the guys that are older and same, he whooped the guy he whooped Joseph, but
Bo, you starting to break up. Are you driving?
That ain't be better.
Boxing fan, what up?
Yo, Ness, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yo, Ness, I like this fight, bro. Berlanga and Jacobs. It's an ex-world champion, fought Canelo. Ness, do you think if Berlanga knocks out Jacob, which I don't think he will, but let's say if he does this entice you more to see Berlanga with Canelo? Because I'm one of those fans that I want to see Canelo and Benavidez in September, but with a knockout, would that entice you to see that fight more if it happens?
I mean, I want to see it from the standpoint that boxing needs Mexico versus Puerto Rico. So I want to see it regardless. But yeah, knockout sell. Look how excited I fucking got for AJ's knockout. I would love him to knock somebody to get knocked out.
Yo, Ness.
Say what?
Oh, my bad, Ness. I'm going through like an area. I'm cutting out, but that's my call, Ness. Have a good one, bro.
All right. Let me see if Bo Rogers jumped back on with the Crap-A-Lot service. We got a fat $10 super chat from James Benitez. What would I do without James Benitez, man? Troy, this is my opinion on Ward. Ward overrated. Besides his gold medal, his pro career was mid. Less accolades than Broner, Devin, and Shakur. Right back at us with another two. The KO streak continues over the Miracle Man. We got... Okay, no Bo Rogers. That's the last one. Last call for callers. If not, we back at it tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern. My name is Nestor Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. Troy, let them know where to catch your channel. When do you go live? Like, when is your schedule? When you upload, and how does that work? You got to let people know.
Ness, I know that's crazy that you say that because I know you got like a real structure of what you're doing. But I really just go live. I'll announce when I go live like 45 minutes before I do it because I'm really getting back into doing lives and getting my setup and going back in again because I've been in court a lot. So I'm getting set up to really start going live, and a lot of things I'm working on now with my lives are recapping some of the things that me and you went over and talked about because I'm really trying to be a better potter with people. You know what I mean? Coming up under you as my mentor potter, and you the big bro, it really is starting to help me understand what potting. That's why sometimes I don't talk about boxing. Like I don't take none of these things personal. I take them as like boxing lessons because it's going to make me better at the end of the day. Nothing is wrong that nobody's saying. I just take it all in and I work it step by step. So sometimes I come on, I don't talk as much because this is Ness's demand. That's what's wrong with y'all niggas. Y'all don't understand that sometimes. Ness
Nah,
has
this the
blessed
this
me
the
with
voice
a
of the
lot.
streets, baby. This is the voice of the people.
No, no, but
This
it is the voice of
everybody's.
the people, and you giving them the platform to do their thing. And somebody came on my channel earlier and was like, it's the co-host of the Boxing Voice. And I'm like, no, I ain't been blessed like that, but we do work together. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying that, you know, I've been working on my pod and doing a little bit different. Because that's why I've been working with Low, just learning how to work with people. Because when I used to do this shit with Ego, it was more like, hey, blood, we should go over here to Virgil's because I'm gonna be sparring and I'm trying to blow. So if niggas is trying to take the sparring, you could try to take me if they let it. So
Yeah.
that's how I was getting it. Like,
People
man,
don't
come
like
over to
that
Nick.
though.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm like, just come over to Virgil's or something. So that's what I was used to. This is a different type of thing. So I'm just getting used to that. But we gonna be going live. I usually go live. If I'm not on here with you, I'll go live every morning because I'm on the West Coast. So I'll go live at like 7:38. And then like I will go in the evening for my West Coasters. But I got people all over. I got like a little core group. So yeah, no, we be doing our big things and people be donating. I'm learning from you. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Nah.
really about to start getting on my learning how to Patreon, letting people call in because I can't just keep giving niggas bars all day about technical boxing, bro. Like at some point you gonna get it or you
Nah,
not, man.
you gotta do because that's your strong suit. You should be doing prediction videos, and you should do them a month out. Like, you know what? Like right now, Usyk and the guy he's fighting, Tyson. You should be having a prediction video a month out. You
I
know,
got you. Enough said.
because that's where you're strong. Your strong suit is technicality. So people gonna start watching your videos before they make picks and bets. You know,
No, facts, facts,
if
facts.
they rock with what you're saying.
Yes,
So you
sir. Yes,
gotta you
sir.
gotta put it out there. There's a lot of people. I watch hella motherfuckers. Let me tell you, I ain't got no shame. I watch everybody. I watch Atlas, all the Pro Box. I watch hella Fight Hub, fella Fight Hype. I watch some fuck. I don't even. What's this kid's name? I would have to go through my subscriptions. I'm subscribed and notified. I fuck around with all them dudes, man. Everybody out here getting it. But I follow more prediction videos. I feel like that's more important.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna
like to
start
hear
doing a
I like to
technical
hear what other
breakdown.
people think, you know, about how fights gonna go down. But I got Josh with a counter, I'm assuming.
You know, so am I on this?
You are.
All right. I was gonna say you should contact BT Ness. You know, you're out there in Florida. He's in Florida too. True School Sports. That kid.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm talking?
yeah, Brandon. Yeah. I seen him the
Yeah,
other day.
Brandon.
We cool. I seen him the other day at the Pro Box event.
Yeah, and
Took a
also this is
pic and
like a
everything. That's my
hardcore show.
guy.
Yeah, it's like a hardcore show. You're about to be out of here in an hour and 10. And I was catching up. I was catching up on the old replay of the show. And you're talking about you're ready to sell in Vegas. So what's going on with that? And that's like, what's the
No,
future with the show and
I
stuff?
ain't ready to sell. I said once that train comes, then I'll be ready to sell. You feel me?
Okay.
I'm
So,
waiting on the
so
train. Like, you
are
know,
you done?
that's like a seven.
Are you done with like the studio stuff?
Nah, I'm
Like
going
trying to
back.
do this?
I'm going back. I'm going back maybe April, maybe end of this month, or maybe the end of next month. I'm just, you know, I gotta get all I could get out this house. You feel me? I can't just be having my shit and not using it.
Okay, I feel you. I feel
And
you. I
my
ain't never had two houses, Ness, so I don't know how
me
that feel. You know what I mean?
me neither, my dude. Why you think I'm always saying, you know, I thank God, I'm blessed, bro. I'm happy, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate everything that I get because I never even imagined being able to do this, you know. But I'm grinding now. Now, like I got motivated. I came down here. We went somewhere, and someone, you know, some girl was like, y'all too young for to be snowbirds. And that shit made me fucking blush on the inside. I'm like, oh nah, fuck that. I need more now. Now I gotta hustle more. You see how all you've been seeing is Ness do 7, 8, 10-hour shows because she motivated me. I'm like, damn, if I ain't supposed to have this, well then I want more. Feel me?
No, facts. I hear you. I just wanted to ask that just to see if you was done with the Las Vegas life
Nah,
of boxing.
definitely not. You know, it's funny. I had a call with my guy. Shout out to Madison. He's about to open up another location. I just was offered another studio opportunity today. To be real with you, I am not done. I got a partner. She prefers being here, so we got to break it up. And we don't want to live that life where I'm over there and she's over here. We got to break it up.
True. All right. Well. All right. Have a good one.
You the man, champ. We got James with the 10 spotter. Troy, why you always say I did this before? Keep your talking emoji. Much respected to you. I don't know what he mean by that. You did what before? Probably talking about the fighting, but that's why I think you should do prediction videos. Fight breakdowns. You know what else was dope? I seen somebody, but you might need some help with that from someone. But I don't know if you've seen the video floating around Twitter of a dude slowed down the AJ fight, so he broke down the knockout and how the knockout was set up. So yeah, it's something we've already said where he was setting it up with the jab, but dude put it all fancy, slowed it down, put words, and so that shit going viral. You gotta put in the extra work because there's motherfuckers out here like him putting in the extra work on top of giving an official breakdown.
I got videos like that on my channel.
No,
I got all types of videos on my channel like that already. Cause I was one point I was just mashing out crazy. I do all my edit. Listen, Ness. I learned how to edit from watching the videos you put out when the documentary. I had to working with Lukey and them cats back
Lukey's
in the
good,
day.
man. Shout out to Lukey. He been doing this shit a long time too.
Doing that, and on some real, the person who put the battery in my back, even though we be having back and forth, is Andre Ward. Him and Squint. One day I was in Victor Conti's, and they was like, "Hey, bro, you ever thought about just being a full time? We know you do your boxing, And he was like, "But you do know you got a talent for, doing reporting." He was like, "Bro, you just don't ask the questions that all the other reporters who don't know what to ask.
Prentice is training, right?
I know.
He out of his own, not his own gym, but they got another spot. They're not with Sappho no more. He doing his own thing. When the last time you spoke to him?
It's been a minute because I've been, dealing with the courts, but I'm about to be hitting him in a minute because I got to go to the crib.
He got some fucking breaking news and shit. I've been trying to.
No, Prentice is one of my best little bros, man.
Yeah, nah, he about to get the attention about to be all on Prentice in a couple months, unless the news break first before they see him.
He either fighting or he training somebody.
Yeah, nah, he training somebody. He a trainer.
No, okay.
But he about to get his first big name. You know what I'm saying? Right now, he was only dealing with Tiger and then.
Oh, he about to be training a big name.
Yeah, he about to get it. I mean, he already training a big name. I'm just waiting for it to break.
Yeah, Listen, I'm gonna tell you if you didn't know. If y'all want to see some sparring and see if I really got it, just go check out me and Prentice sparring at Undisputed.
He dropped you?
Footage.
He dropped you?
Absolutely not, bro. Are you drunk?
So you ain't never been dropped in sparring?
Absolutely not. Ever.
Ever?
Ever. Now listen.
You was in there with little dudes then. Cause
that's why
I got dropped to the body, man. You lying? You ain't never been. dropped.
No. Listen, I haven't been. I never touched the ground ever, but I've been hurt to the body.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't get dropped neither, but in sparring, wait. In sparring, you don't get dropped from a body shot. Everybody's.
No, listen. Hey, Ness. I've knocked people out in sparring, bro.
Why you
Sleep, they
lowering your
almost
gloves
sleep.
up? Why you lowering your gloves up?
No, I had on some Pro Mex 16s, and let me see. I know
You
the
said
gloves. I don't know.
you had the Pro Mexican Margarito 16s.
No, bro, these Pro
What?
Mex is big like Cleto Reyes for sparring gloves. And
No.
remember, you know who Rhino's coach, his name is Mario Lasperance. He had like 400
That's
amateurs.
crazy that you really know the Rhino. Motherfuckers thought Jake found Rhino out of nowhere and then fucking
No, bro,
Troy
Rhino
knows
good
Rhino.
record.
That's insane.
Rhino had a good record. It was a Colombian dude who knocked him out a minute ago.
The other dude, I had a caller that knew
I'm
him.
sparring Rhino on my Instagram, dog.
The other fighter, Andre August from Texas, he was a real fighter too. And a caller that listens to the show hit me up like, "Yo, Ness, I'm telling you, August is in the gym. He souped me up thinking August was about to do something. God damn, Jake uppercutted the fuck out that dude. It was crazy."
Yeah, no, Rhino. I knew Rhino. Jake, when I seen how big Jake was, Paul, man, I ain't know he was that size.
Wait, so
bro.
what
Rhino
size
ain't
was
that
Rhino when you was sparring him? So he a balloon cruiserweight or he wasn't a real cruiserweight?
Man, Rhino really a 60-pounder, bro. He not no
man.
fucking. No, bro. Listen,
Jake bringing
is
these
from
dudes
Ohio,
up. He
but
bringing
I
these
can't
dudes up.
lie.
Nah. I mean, he bringing them up. He bringing them up. That's what everybody do.
Listen, bro, you can literally go on my Instagram, Ness, and pull up me sparring Rhino. I got on all gold headgear. I got on a red shirt.
Everybody sending me friend requests after yesterday's conversation on the chat. We don't play 30-minute games. Stop asking me to play 30 fucking minute game. That's literally an hour, okay? If I got 30 on my clock and you got 30 on your clock, that's a fucking hour, bro. Shoot yourself if you ain't got shit to do in the whole goddamn hour. I'm out here doing 2 a days trying to get this wedding body back. Ain't nobody got time to play hour games of chess, bro. Like 5-minute games like fucking Bobby Fischer. If you ain't with that, you can't play me. That's all I'm saying. Stop fucking sending me these long. My man got me. Yo, this dude right here. And that's the thing. You accept the shit by accident. Because it's like, oh, David sends you a request. I'm like, bet. Now I look. It's a fucking 7-day game. We both got 7 days each to move one fucking time. Bro, don't do that.
No, 3-minute game.
Don't do that shit. Like, that shit is mad, wild, crazy. Like, don't do that.
Shout out to my man Amin in the building. King Amin in the building.
Jumped on late. What up, King?
What's going on, fellas? Happy to be here for sure. I'm just listening to y'all talk about the ins and outs. I know y'all was talking about Berlanga.
You know it. What's your thoughts on it?
I don't know if it was that Vanessa Simmons swimming that got Danny Jacobs on vacation a little bit. I don't know if it was maybe a bag that he had got. I think the Ryder fight. I don't know if the Ryder fight set him on a level of comfortability, but I considered Daniel Jacobs semi-retired. And not that he announced it, but like I said, I don't know if it was Angela Simmons or the bag from the Ryder fight. He seemed to be off the radar, but perhaps some of that time away has rejuvenated both his interest and also, giving his body some time to rest. That said, Brooklyn on Brooklyn violence, shit could get pretty crazy, I'm loving the fact that Jacobs, because we saw him press Charlo, and ever since then, we got the whole thing like, yo, Danny's a nice guy. He recovered from cancer, but the way he pressed Charlo, we always will see him as kind of an aggressive type guy, no matter if he's got that Miracle Man persona. That said, I really want to see him go into that bag. I want to see him press Berlanga. I don't want to see him like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this for Brooklyn, but the better man gonna win. Nah, I want to see him say, yo, this motherfucker ain't even from Brooklyn. I want to hear him call him out. You ain't go to Erasmus like I did. I want to hear him call him out on that Brooklyn shit and really make it a rivalry. Because the other side of that, Berlanga, he can't afford to lose to Jacobs. I don't think he has the skills to beat Jacobs, and I don't even know if the familiarity that they have, both being with Andre Rozier, you know, I don't think that Berlanga could show Jacobs anything different. So I'd like to see this fight because everybody in the world knows I got nothing against Berlanga personally, but if he's to be exposed, I'm here to see it by any means necessary. And if it is Daniel Jacobs to be the one to do it, since Canelo's not going to do it, I'm perfectly cool with that. The question is, does this fight end up as a main event for Berlanga? Does he get the headline in Orlando? Do they bring this to New York?
Barclay this got to be Barclay. Battle of the Brooklyn Barclays Center. Like, they both from Brooklyn.
Okay. I just know New York is hella gentrified and everybody's in Florida anyway, so you know they wouldn't miss it really. But definitely, yeah, Barclays, man. Barclays is the place for this. But I like it. I love this fight. And I don't want to, you know, I don't want to hear, or I'd like to hear why people would be disinterested. Please don't tell me Jacobs ain't fought in a long while. Yo, Berlanga is still so unproven to me that a guy like Jacobs, who's been tested and been in there with some really stiff competition, he's a very good a good way for us to see if Berlanga is the goods. So yeah, I'm with that for sure. As a matter of fact, is this supposed to be a summer fight? Is this could this go down in June perhaps?
I mean, you know, there's been more talk about the fight itself, but the last time it was mentioned back in last year was definitely June, Puerto Rican Day Parade, and it would only make sense, right? Like, why else? When else are you gonna do it?
Nah, that'd be perfect. New York in the summertime like that, June, Barclays. Even though me personally, man, Barclays is like it's the convenient, inconvenient location. For me, Madison Square Garden is it. I can jump on the train and go right in the city, get off the train, spin the block, everything's Gucci. Barclays, I gotta drive in, I gotta be on the subway, and you know, it's just a long commute because by the time the fight's over, you got to figure out what time trains is running, and then it is Brooklyn, so you may not want to be on Atlantic Ave depending on what time of night it is. So, you know.
Hey, yo, what the fuck? I ain't even noticed. My man sent me like a 3-minute game. I'm over. I'm sorry to cut you off. My bad. I'm over here thinking I'm playing. I'm over here thinking I'm playing a regular game. My man sent the 3-minute game. Fucking hell.
You want to see where you at with
it? He know I can't beat him. I know this dude already. He spanked me 3 times in my life, and he's a fucking 1800. See, I don't lie. That's the beauty of chess. Like, if your score is higher than mine, I will play you because the sun shines on the dog's ass one day, right? But you know. Fuck, you know, a fucking say 1800 is 1800, bro. It's not, you know, it is what it is.
Hey, but it's like again what we want to see with Berlanga. Now, hey, Jacobs may not be an 1800, but he's been in there with Triple G. I just mentioned the aforementioned John Ryder. He's been in there with what's my man's name? Canelo, obviously, right? Been in there with Gabriel Rosado, right? So he's been in there with, you know, everybody you want to think of as far as tough competition, tested, and also himself. You know, who he get the belt from? Andy Lee with a knockout way back when. So, you know, Daniel Jacobs is a very reputable former champion, and you know, he may not be at 1800. But, you know, he might be a good 1,100, 1,200, right?
Nah, he got to be more than that. I mean,
okay.
Because again, like I said earlier, it's like depending who you're talking to, Daniel Jacobs is a 2-time champ. He's an IBF and a WBA. So, you know, some would say the WBA was a regular, so they might not give him full credit. But like I said, he was a full IBF. So... yeah, I mean, you know, he's better than the fucking 1,100 for sure. If we're talking chess only.
No, absolutely. But yeah, you know, I wonder what Benitez thinks. You know, I respect his opinion.
James don't mind it. He's a Berlanga fan.
Okay.
He
Now,
thinks Jacobs gets stopped.
oh yeah, he's tripping though.
Yeah.
Now,
Well, yeah, he does think Jacobs gets stopped.
yeah, I don't think now, maybe not so far fetched, especially if you look at it because of Jacobs' inactivity, or, you know, I don't know if people want to think that he was susceptible in that Ryder fight. You know, that's the last time we really seen him out. So people are going to judge him off of that, and surely they're going to give Berlanga a shot. And plus, you know, Berlanga is an alleged knockout puncher. So yeah, I mean, I think, you know, if you factor in the inactivity, plus by my measure, Berlanga's, you know, not so advanced skill, it's a pretty 50-50 fight. And then you just put the New York hype on it.
Fuck, my bad.
Another one bites the dust.
Yo, I could have beat him. That would have been my biggest win yet, bro. He had 11 seconds on the clock. God damn it. Almost beat him. See, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you just got to play. I almost beat him.
You sound like Edgar Berlanga is going to sound against Daniel Jacobs. He going to be in there. He's going to be like, I almost beat him.
Bro, I would have been fucking super happy to be the 1800, bro. I'd have been like, what? Fucking hell. But nah, man. I like the fight, bro. What else could you do? You know, if you're Berlanga, it's like I asked somebody else, who else do he fight? It's a good fight.
Yeah. Now, my question too, not just Benitez, but all the educated fans in the TBV universe, will people give Berlanga that win as credible, or you know?
Yeah, that's a credible win. I mean, amongst the callers that we've gotten thus far, I don't know if things change, but amongst the callers, yeah.
All right. Yeah, well, you know, I hope. I'm not a fan of Berlanga. I don't dislike him personally. I just, you know, like I believe, you know, brothers like him, you know, they drink the Kool-Aid, and I have to see you go through some adversity. You know what I'm saying? And when I seen him go through it, he ain't really kind of, you know what I'm saying, show up. This last fight, you know, he fought, you know, a glorified club level fighter from Ireland. And it was a very devastating knockout. I do respect the emotion after the fight, you know, especially if it means that somehow he's adjusting to the fame and because you can't do nothing about the people that follow you. You can't do nothing about the people that support you. So I'm not blaming
he relocated,
him.
man. So he made the necessary adjustments. He relocated. What's crazy is, you know, he say he's seeking God and looking to get more in touch with God. He's thinking family and just boxing. He relocated. He's back with his old trainer, the one that started him in the amateurs. So, I mean, he made the necessary changes. Now it's about seeing him in the fight.
And we'll see that progression does or has those changes, you know, make a significant impact in this Jacobs fight. Hopefully. And again, I like this one. It's definitely main event worthy. I'll even, you know, pay-per-view, you guys feeling pay-per-view, we don't even have to, it should be part of a subscription, or that's not even an issue.
Yeah, we didn't even fucking think of that. Like, yeah, this is his last fight on his contract. It would only make sense to put it on DAZN, bring in some American subscribers. They don't really be having American fights. They don't really offer the American subscribers much. This is one of those attempts or chances where they can do that. If this is going on pay-per-view, they better for fucking sure put Sabril Matias on the co-main versus, you know, Montana Love, Liam Bottle, Elvis Rodriguez, preferably, if you're going to make it a fucking pay-per-view. And the opener needs to be strong too. Maybe line up Pacheco, but I think he's fighting on the Richards and Hitchens cards. Depending on how he looked in terms of, you know, punishment, maybe bring Pacheco back on the card to fake build up the potential Edgar Berlanga fight.
No, that would be a good play. And you mentioned Hitchens. He's got his own card, but it would have been sweet for him to be on that one.
Again, if he could smoke Gustavo Limon, quick turnaround, you know, they all the same managers. It could be an entire Keith Conley card. You know what I mean? James Benitez, let me drop a bomb for my man. Thank you so much, champ. Another $10 super chat. He said, no cap, you're 8-0. You talk all this Spanish-ish. When is your ring return to the ring? No, when is your return to the ring? We need to see it, bro. Who he talking about? Oh, he talking about you. But you ain't. Oh, I read that wrong. He didn't say Spanish. He said sparring-ish. Might have to start zooming in on this. He said
I'm
sparring. So
done, bro. Detached retina.
yeah, he had
Multiple.
the Earl shit, bro.
Yeah, before Earl had it. But actually, when me and Earl was beefing, I had to detach retina. That's why we couldn't get to work in.
That's
And
what this shit
everybody thought
already,
it
Earl
was a
right?
wasn't
joke.
beefing with Drew, man.
Bro, you ain't know about that?
I know about that.
That was light work, though.
Indiana, Cali, what up?
AB was
Ness,
there.
how you doing?
I'm good, brother. Thanks for calling in.
Hey, yo, real quick. I think that's a good fight for Berlanga, but Daniel Jacobs, he kind of old though. You know what I'm saying? He's 37, and I'm not sure how like active he is.
He ain't fought in
But
2 years
oh yeah, see,
since
but look though,
February.
only hardcores know that though. Only hardcores know that. Casuals ain't gonna really care about that. So, but he need a name. He need a former champ. Hopefully, he can stop him, and then if he stop him, then that'll help him maybe put him in like the Jaime situation. But Daniel, yeah, man, it's 2 years inactivity. You got to put him down. Like he 37, you got to put him down. So, but
Ishe
it's a good
ain't go
name.
down in his career until the last fight of his career. And he fought punchers. He fought
So
Jacobs.
if
He fought Bundridge. He fought punchers and he ain't get knocked out. He fought Charlo, right? I think. But
so
Ishe
so
fought
that
punchers.
means Berlanga, if you the puncher, if you the young puncher who we think you are, then you got to put him down. If you are that young puncher, so we'll see. But as I get off, I want to say shout out to my man Jesse Bam Rodriguez. As my man Jesse Bam Rodriguez, Michael Benson reported that it's escalated talks for June 29th. So we want to see one of the most talented fighters in the boxing game, pound for pound, soon to be top 5 guy, back in June. Shout out to him. I'm pushing that Bam. I'm pushing that, even though Bam don't need me to push him. He already pushed, but I'm pushing that Bam, and I want to see, and I'm pushing him as one of the biggest fighters. Even though he at the lower weight class, I'm pushing him as one of them guys. I'm gonna try to go to that fight now. So if I go Sunday on that recap, I'm gonna have a lot to say. Many counter punches sit in so I can have some space. But that's my call, big dog. Thank you.
DM me.
I bet.
Burrow City E, what up? Burrow City E, what up? Sin, what up? You're Burrow City E. And that's a no. We got James Benitez, another $2. I mean, how 17, 22 knockouts, and alleged KO artist? What the fuck are you talking about?
Easy, champ. You talking about Berlanga. Easy, because if you knocking out pies, as my man Shannon Briggs would say, and you got good matchmaking along the way, then that's how it happens. You know what I'm saying? And until again, Steve Rolls was the one that kind of, let us know what it was or wasn't with Berlanga. And I don't even know if that was the one where he pulled the mic. So that's how, Benitez. But I'm sure you have an educated rebuttal, and I'm here for it.
I'm big tight with Steve Rolls' fight because,
He fucked up your bread.
well, Berlanga couldn't stop him. Then he lets this fucking Canadian dude fucking sleep him like that.
First round,
I'm
blew
like,
him out.
fam, what the fuck is this, bruv? But Sin, you there?
You can hear me?
Perfect.
Yo, listen, if this fight is true,
This is basically he taking instead of the Gabe Rosado fight. This low key trash. Like the last dude said, he said
Whoa, this
37.
better than Gabe. They both been out the ring
But hang on, hear me out.
same time, and this guy's
Nah, but
more accolades. But go ahead, my
And I
bad.
bet you the caller
What I'm
from
trying to
Brooklyn.
say
Go
is
ahead,
this.
champ.
Now, what I'm trying to say is this. Like, remember how Munguia had that step up with Gabe after Gabe just stopped Beck? This is like his version of that. That's what I'm trying to say.
For sure.
Like to be a tier below, but he's still gonna be a tier below Munguia because Jacobs at 168 low key trash. Like I know he fought Canelo mad long ago, I get that, but remember he kind of had that awkward fight with John Ryder in London. That was low key trash. That was like not no activity type fight. Then he had the weird decision with Gabe in the bubble. Like he low key washed, especially at 168. Like you get what I'm saying? And thinking about this, he number one in the WBA. He find a dude inactive that haven't fought like 2 years, like you said. So it's not gonna mess up the rankings. It's a former champ at 160. They trying to keep that ranking, man. Like that's what he's trying to do, and he trying to stay in position because he's trying to see what's gonna happen with Munguia and Canelo. But honestly, it's still gonna keep him below that Munguia tier. And now it just seemed like he not gonna fight Munguia now. This is the last fight on DAZN on his deal. He gonna do another matchroom deal or what? This low key trash.
He
I know
said
we trying to gas this.
Munguia lowballed him, like not lowballed him, but he
I
said
know,
the offer
it was
wasn't
like
right.
1.2 million. Yeah, like 1.2 million or something. But Oscar always been doing that. You know what I'm saying? He got 1.5 for his last fight, McCory, so I understand it. But Jacobs is low key washed. This is the first world champion they fought in 2 years, and he's not even a champion at this division. And like we've been saying, Edgar, a big super middleweight. I don't know, man.
They should have been gave him the Jacob fight, but look, man, better late than never.
No, for sure. I think just the manager was just like he see now Jacob not going to really have a career, so he's trying to excel his next guy up, you know. But if we being real, this is just to keep the ratings going, the ranking going, number one in position, and get him some clout, like King of Me said, man, for Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Battle of Brooklyn. But
for
this
sure.
kid don't know if he from Bushwick. He don't know if he from Bushwick or he from the Lower East Side. He don't know which one it is. You get what I'm saying?
Get him.
Like this real,
I knew he was
this real best eye shit. This real best eye shit though. If Jacobs was in his prime though, if this was like the Jacobs fight, what's his name? Chocolatito. Remember first round? Not Chocolatito. Kid Chocolate. You already know what time it is. He would have got stopped in the first round.
I was tight when he did that to Kid.
That's what I'm saying. If he come like if this was that version of Danny Jacob, Edgar getting knocked down the first round. But come on, he washed now. You know, he's still heartbroken over Shorty.
Is he washed? He washed though? Like who washed him?
You remember the John Ryder fight? The John Ryder fight, he just wasn't active.
Yeah,
and
but
he nasty.
I don't think he was he looked washed though. Like
but
washed.
What I mean is like look at the fight that got him the big fame. I'm talking about with GGG. He got knocked down twice. He didn't want to fight for the IBF title, so he came in more than the 10 pounds overweight. You know, the rehydration I'm talking about. And
he was trying to win. He like fuck a IBF. I'm trying to get this win over
I respect that. I respect that. But you saw how active he was and hungry. Then look at him against John Ryder in London. That just looked nasty, brother. And that was what, 2 years ago? And then the Gabe Rosado fight, nasty. Like if we think Edgar even half of what we think he is, or what they promoters or whoever think he is, that should be a stoppage. Like if we forget about Edgar name and we just look at a prospect who 22-0, 17 KOs, like King Amin said, and we talking about a 37-year-old champion at a lower weight class fighting at 168, we like, oh nah, this is a knockout. If we put money on it, it's a knockout. If we not looking at the names of the fighters I'm talking about. Only reason why we looking how we looking at it is because it's Edgar Berlanga and because of his, Danny Jacob. And the last thing I'm gonna say about Edgar Berlanga is this. Look at the last Thursday on that card, Eye of the Tiger. 2 former fighters he has. Steve Rose, who King of Me said he looked nasty against. That fight looked nasty in the garden in front of all them celebrities. And then Coceres got put out in 1 round against a Cuban who got a win over David Morrell in the amateurs. Some dude that don't even got no 5-10 fights. If these dudes had fame like how Edgar, David Benavidez, these dudes is, they would be clowning him. Like, come on, we got to be for real at a certain point. Like, it's starting to look real bad. And Gulo at 37 with the cement block feet made him look shaky. Steve Rose moving around made him look shaky with a jab. Like, if Danny Jacob not washed, like you saying, he should win this. But we know he not going to win this. Come on, man. We got to be for real right now. Ness, you a smart guy. Y'all smart people. Come on.
I
This
mean,
is keeping the money moving
he's
for
he's
PR.
certainly out the ring long enough to not give the best account of himself, but he's still the best opponent that
A
Berlanga
win.
has faced, bro. But
Oh,
that is
best
the
win, but
time.
that's not saying nothing.
No,
That's
no,
not
no,
saying
no. I'm
nothing.
saying that he's still the best fighter he's faced. It don't matter how old he is. He's still the best fighter he faced.
Yeah, that's true. Against 16 bums, Steve Rose, who never did nothing, and like you said,
Damn, yo, tell me you a Berlanga hater without telling me you a Berlanga hater.
But I told you that before. I told you I low key be hating on him. I told you that on the call before.
But
when you
why?
had him
Why
on the
you
show.
hating on the kid? Why you hating on the
Because
kid?
you gotta be, because brother, we can't be like fake like this. We gotta be honest. Like you see how like we pick and choose where we want to defend certain guys and act like fans, and at other time we want to violate. Like we kind of gotta be real at a certain point. Steve Rose went 4 rounds with Golovkin when people saying Golovkin was washed, and he made him look nasty. And Gulo got treated like a punching bag for 11 rounds against David, and then he almost won that fight on Puerto Rican Day Parade. Then you look at the Coceres fight. Coceres, who, you know, he was supposed to be a warm-up for Billy Joe.
I mean, this
and
happens
he
all the
ended up
time, though. Remember, like sometimes
absolutely
you need to fight a certain person to rise to the occasion. Like
for
fucking
sure.
Quigley and McCory, like these names don't get him up. You know,
For sure. But Jacobs at 37, who Gabe was talking to him
bro.
crazy.
How
You
old
know,
was
Gabe kind of
Mosley?
talked.
How old was Mosley when he fought Canelo?
No, for sure. And we talk about that, but that's a big name. And this is nothing but a name for him.
This
This
a
is
big
going to get him
name
the hype like you're
too.
saying. But this is a name, but what I'm trying to tell you is Daniel Jacobs' victory in this is not winning the fight. His victory is going the distance. This is a Shane Mosley, like you said. Edgar going to clean up a lot of rounds, and he going to win the decision.
I hope
This is
you're
going to be
right.
like them.
You got Edgar. Like I don't know. This is his best opponent. Like this ain't McCory, bro. Like can Edgar?
Yo, but this
Jacobs?
you talking like this is Daniel Jacobs hungry from the sty that pressed Charlo in the Barclays. This is not the same fella no more, brother.
I mean, you don't know that. He could feel like fighters always feel like, yo, I'm not in the limelight. They don't fuck with me. They think I'm done. Like, come on,
For
you acting
sure.
like fighters don't got second runs.
We
But
talk about
I gave you
we
half an
always
hour. I gotta go. You kidding me? He trying to keep me here forever, old boy. He like just go.
He emptied the clip on Cuz.
What? He don't fuck with Berlanga. God damn. Burrow City E, you on some bullshit. We out of here.
I ain't gonna lie. And I want that same bullshit he on, man. But that ain't it, bro. All right, you can say what you want about him being his best opponent. I think at this point in his career, with Daniel Jacob being a 160-pound champion, all the other good shit, I think Diego Pacheco is a better win. I think Vladimir Shishkin would
the Pacheco win is always gonna be there though. That's the thing. You got to get these names, build your name, make sure you the A side, then you fight Pacheco.
But anytime your name coming up in the Canelo fight, you big enough for Pacheco. Yeah, I mean, let's just
No,
be real,
of
man.
course, but look at Jaime. Jaime tried to offer him, less than what he made in his last fight. So, it's about positioning. It's about getting them names so that it's not a conversation when you need what you want.
It is, but I'm just not big on the danger. That's like my man said, man. You bringing this guy,
Who would you rather him fight?
Vladimir Shishkin or Diego?
Come
It's
on,
either
man.
one of
Knock it
them
the
two for
fuck
me,
off,
man.
man. What the fuck is Vladimir
Over
gonna do?
Daniel been out for how long now, bro?
The risk of Vladimir Shishkin is not worth the reward. No, Vladimir Shishkin is another McCory. Even though he better, he McCory to the public. To the public that's coming to pay to see Edgar, he McCory. Now, when he touching Edgar up because he not McCory, they like, yo, what the fuck is this? You getting touched up by nobody. It's not worth the risk. Like, at least you getting touched up by Jacobs. He got a name. He got a history, a two-time champ. Like, Shishkin, man, what in the fuck?
That's true, man. I mean, if you're talking like just name-wise and pay-wise, then Daniel, but
I'm just talking realistic. Like, he got a manager. They ain't just gonna throw him in any fight, bro. He got his manager.
At what time do this nigga quit? At what time do the nigga quit fighting stiffs though? Like you got to do something with this nigga.
But look at Vladimir Shishkin. He 32 years old. He fighting Mike Guy. He's scheduled to fight Mike Guy in the Wayne State Fieldhouse in Detroit. Like, you think Edgar gonna waste his fucking time with a dude fighting in the gym?
Feel you on that. I feel you on that. But it just got to be some type. It got to be something better, man. Hell, maybe if you can try to get him a Jamal Charlo fight. You see what I'm saying? Maybe a
Is
Jamal
Charlo
Charlo.
available? Is Charlo available? Because we all like that fight. We all like that fight. But is
He
Charlo?
he gotta be available. This thing ain't got shit going on, and it's a perfect fight for him.
I mean,
He
listen.
win. He
Think
back in
about
the
it. Think
limelight.
about it. Think about it. You just right now my soundbite. That's all you are. Think about what you're saying, B. You saying Charlo's ready for Berlanga, but he wasn't ready for Canelo. And it's 1 month
I
apart.
mean,
Like
Belonga ain't
Berlanga,
Canelo now.
Belonga.
Belonga ain't nowhere near no
No,
Canelo. He don't got
no,
that type of
no,
skill and
no,
head
no, no,
movement.
no, no. You
Not
still,
head movement, but
you still not thinking, bruh. It's a training camp. I'm gonna do a training camp to make $1 million when I could do a training camp to make $5 million. You sound crazy.
you know that. You got me on that. But I just ain't big on the fight, man. I'm about sick and tired of these niggas coming off these 2-year layoffs, coming into these type of fights. They don't deserve it, man. They don't deserve it, man. Get your ass back active to make some
It
money.
ain't like Jacobs is cutting the line. Like the bulk of the boxing public don't.
No, he not, cause Berlanga like number 9, number 10 rank overall in the division. So it ain't like he just skipping the line and getting a title shot, but it's just at the same time, man, give me something worth. I'm ready to start seeing these top ranked guys fight the top ranked guys. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, UFC kind of got getting me spoiled on that shit, man. And it's like we in the playoffs of boxing right now, and don't nobody want to go to the goddamn championship. I want to see these niggas start going against the best, man. Like, how long we gonna keep talking about Berlanga as the hot prospect? You see what I'm saying? How old Berlanga is?
Hey
25,
homie,
26?
that's why he fighting a former champ. So you gonna start calling him the contender that beat the former champ Daniel Jacobs, the 2-time former champ.
I mean, I give you that, man. But that's my call, man. I'm gonna be listening, man.
You the man, champ. Nah, you the last
I don't think these
one.
folks really know how boxing work. Like
Nah, is that
before
we wanted
somebody
to
just
work
spends a
different.
whole bunch.
We wanted to
Yeah.
work different, but I don't really know another way to successfully make a star. Like if you want to make, like, everybody's ultimate goal is to be a star. Everybody wants to be Floyd Mayweather, Tank Davis, Canelo, and you need names. Like Canelo fought names to make people look at him. You just can't fight anybody. So, the Jacobs name is necessary. And again, I've been looking at the division. I don't see what else he can do. Again, the risk ain't there for the reward. Beck Melakuliev is like, that's a good fight, but it's not Jacobs. It's not Jacobs. Like, these dudes in this
Jacobs
division
has
don't
fought.
got no
This is the thing.
names.
Jacobs has fought
You know
Triple
who he should
G
fight?
and Canelo.
Oh my God. Oh my God. They need to give him this fight. Let me make sure this is him, bro. I should have checked his box rec, because if this kid fought on Pro Box, yup. This picture is bad. Let me see if I can find a picture of him from the Pro Box. Let me see if he got something on his Instagram. Bro, anybody watch that Trevor McCumbee fight on Pro Box versus Chris Pearson from TMT? This is who he should fight. This is exactly what the fucking doctor ordered. This kid looks the part, has a fucking fan base. He's gonna give Edgar a fight, but he gonna get stopped. Trevor McCumbee, that's a good name for him. I mean, obviously no one knows him but me and the people that watch Pro Box. But that don't mean nothing. That's a good name. It'll be a fun fight as a last. Yeah, I like the Shane Mosley Jr. fight, but he moved down. He was at 68, and both his wins at 68 was decisions. He moved back down. He started getting knockouts again. They feel better at 60. But that is the last call on SGTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch me on the next one. Peace.